Welcome to Product Academy Tough Stuff, the podcast where we cut through the noise and get straight to the toughest challenges in product management. I'm Tanja.
And I'm Francesca Cortesi.
In each episode, we tackle one tough question. No fluff, no filler. Just candid insights from seasoned product leaders.
Our guests deliver actionable, real-world answers. Whether you're an experienced product leader or just stepping into the product world, this is your go-to podcast for sharp, tested advice, condensed for your busy schedule.
One tough challenge, practical insights, short and real.
Let's dive in. It's a wrap. Season 1 of Tough Stuff has come to an end and has been extremely fun. We had a lot of guests who tackled some really tough questions, and Tanja and I are going to share our main takeaway for this special episode. If I had to take 3 things that really stuck with me in this Tough Stuff season, I would definitely say Pippa top advice about not making your product failure your own personal failure. I think that really resonated with me and gave me some food for thought of how to handle when your product fails and making sure that that doesn't become your own product failure. And I then took something extremely helpful on how to work with the opportunity solution tree from Erik episode. There, he described how we practically work with all the commercial stakeholders to create the top of the tree. And I thought that was a really brilliant way of bringing stakeholder with you really early and avoiding that alignment along the way, but having the discussion really early on and having those disagreement early on, which will really help in getting everyone rowing in the same direction later on. And last but not least, one bright thing I want to say that I took with me is that I learned that it's possible to regain market fit. I never experienced myself, but in my conversation with Nina, she described how she did it twice. And one thing I will take with me when I think about market fit or like being on the edge of losing it, which is think of a strategy that is uncomfortably narrow. So not going big, but uncomfortably narrow and having everyone on board. So these are my 3 learnings. And I want to add the 4th one, a really personal one, which is about recording the podcast. It's been extremely fun, extremely challenging to have something that I've never done before. I like to have product on a certain quality level, and battling with my inner perfectionist has been something in this podcast. But it's been extremely fun, and I'm super fortunate to have done this with Tanja. So this is like a real lesson, like to get out, try things, and remember that doing it together, it's always better than doing it alone. And now I'll leave it to Tanja to add her own takeaways.
Thank you so much, Francesca. I also really enjoyed recording the first season with you, and I learned a ton about podcasting. And thank you to everyone who listened and who sent us their feedback. That is much appreciated. We always love getting your emails and your suggestions for future topics for our podcast. So as for my 3 learnings, the first one is from the episode I recorded with Dominic Joost about burnout. And the thing that stuck with me is the quote about the difference between stress and burnout, that stress can feel like everything is too much, but you still have mechanisms that help you cope with it. While when you venture into burnout territory, it feels like nothing is enough for you to recover from the stress. So stress is too much, burnout feels like not enough. And I really want to call out the burnout survey that we did this year that showed that a lot of people are affected by burnout symptoms in product management. And I want to encourage all of you to seek support if you're seeing some of those symptoms, and to check out the support that you can get and check out the resources that we listed there in the report, so you are not alone in this. The second learning comes from the episode I recorded with Julia Bastian about customization in B2B. And she mentioned that there is no such thing as a small feature when it comes to customization in B2B. Everything has a price down the line. It adds complexity to your product, and that is why she's advocating to consider configuration over customization when possible, and to be aware of the cost that you're creating for your product, and to make your customers and your team aware of the price you're paying when you go down the customization route. And the third lesson I learned is from the episode I recorded with Petra Wille about managing up. And Petra has created this really cool list of things that you can expect from your boss. And I think only few people deliberately shape their relationship with their bosses and know what to expect from a good leader. And by checking out this list, you can actively manage the relationship that you have, and you can provide actionable feedback to your boss on which areas you would like them to develop and to help you by being a better leader. So flipping the perspective, and not only you as an employee get rated by their managers, but also the other way around. You can assess how well your boss is doing and help them get better. I really love that as well. So that's it from me. That's it from us. And we wish you happy holidays. We'll see you again in 2025 for more tough questions to tackle. Bye, everyone. Take care.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Product Academy Tough Stuff.
We hope today's tough question gave you practical, actionable insights.
If you enjoyed the episode, do us a favor and leave a rating or review. It will help us grow the podcast and make future episodes even better.
Got a question for us? Send an email to toughstuff@productacademy.ch and ask away. We read any submission and might answer yours in a later episode.
Thank you again for listening. We'll see you next time with another tough challenge to tackle.
Until then, take care.